alcohol is a big thing on the reserve, and it affects families, even good families it'll affect. And so for me, seeing my sister going down a path like that, I couldn't picture myself being like that, and I never wanted anyone else to go through that, because alcoholism kills families too. They break them, they kill them, and it's not something you would want for your own family.
Hi guys, welcome back to another Happy Hour episode with Nyakim. Today I have an amazing guest. Look at you, you look so beautiful.
Thank you.
I have Krista. You want me to call you Krista or Angelina?
You can call me Krista.
Krista?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have two.
So the Angeline is my middle name.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Crystal Angeline?
Yes, Krista
What?
Angeline Cutter. Cut arm. Yeah.
Did I get it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Krista?
Krista.
I know you. Why am I pronouncing your name like
I
that?
don't know.
Because I'm used to Angeline.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, I always forget.
Yeah.
Okay, Krista.
Yes.
Perfect. Welcome.
Thank you for the
Welcome to
invite.
this channel.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Krista Cutter. I am 25 years old, and I am from Ermine Skin Cremation.
Ooh, I love that. You already 25?
Yes, I just turned 25 this year.
Girl, the last time I saw you, when we first met, you were still very, very young.
Yes,
were you
I was
19?
I was like 19, yeah.
And you already 25?
Yeah.
It's been that long?
Yes.
Girl.
I know. It's crazy.
I feel old now. Oh.
No.
Okay.
Not
So, is it First Nation, or do we say First Nation, Native, or
so-
Aboriginal? Which one is the right one?
old. Indigenous is the right term
Indigenous.
that a lot of people use nowadays, but like because that's the name my nation is under is First Nations. Ermine Skin First Nations is my
Okay.
band name.
And the right one is Indigenous.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But First, I can always say First Nation.
You can,
That's
but it's more like this year or like in the past years, it's been Indigenous. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you wouldn't mind whatever I
No.
talk to.
No, your preference.
Amazing. Angeline, tell us what you do.
So I just finished working in a kitchen.
Yes.
I used to be a cook,
Yeah.
and I was there for almost 4 years, and then I do modeling on the side.
Oh, I love that for you.
Yeah. Modeling in 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
Before we met?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Did you
Yeah.
tell me?
No. I did a show in Saskatchewan because I was trying to go to Paris originally, but it didn't work out, and it just kind of like I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this, so I didn't continue with it.
Okay.
So then when my mom's friend Faye offered my mom to go with her to Paris, my mom was like, I can't just up and leave. And she's like, are you looking for more models? And Faye was like, yeah, they're open to anybody that can make it to Paris. My mom was like, I have a daughter that wants to model and can go to Paris.
Yeah.
And I was like, she just like messaged me, and she messaged me a week before I was supposed to fly out. And so within a week I had to renew my passport. I had to like do all of these things, but in the end I made it to Paris.
Amazing.
And ever since then it just kind of keeps going.
I love that for you. But before we talk about your modeling career, which there's a lot of tea, I would love to talk about you and your family. I remember
Yes.
the last time, I think we had a really good conversation. You told me about how, are you family of 8? Is it from?
We're a family of 11.
Yes, 11.
Yes.
And you were the first one who went to college?
Yes.
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 I want to know more about that. So, are you like the second or the first born?
I'm the second.
The second one?
Yes.
Okay, and who's your... is
My older sister, she'll actually turning 27 this year.
Okay.
And so it was complicated because like growing up on the reserve, it's very like, people say it's just a circle. It's just a continuous circle of addictions and like falling into that rhythm. But for me, it was never to follow the paths of other people, mostly down a road you don't want to go. And my older sister, I always looked up to her, and towards her high school, like her final year in high school, she kind of went down a path that you wouldn't want to go down. So I separated myself from that, and I continued to my education, and I always try to look at the brighter side, and I always enforce it on my younger siblings that there's more out there to the world than just the reservation that we come from. Because like growing up in a circle that just keeps going round and round, it's not worth it to just live in a cycle. I want to be the cycle breaker pretty much.
So how did you get out of that cycle? Like what kind of help did you get to actually made it out? Like I'm not going this way, I'm gonna go that way, and I'm gonna make my life better.
Because like
the process.
A lot of like my family has alcohol, like they're alcoholics, and alcohol is a big thing on the reserve, and it affects families, even good families it'll affect. And so for me, seeing my sister going down a path like that, I couldn't picture myself being like that, and I never wanted anyone else to go through that, because alcoholism kills families too. They break them, they kill them, and it's not something you would want for your own family.
So since you get out of that, are you, like your siblings following your footsteps?
It's really more of, for me, it's to show them that there's something more to life than being stuck on the reserve. Because like due to COVID, I ended up going back. Like I told you, I went home after I met you here in Calgary.
Yeah.
I went home due to COVID, and I thought that was the end. I thought I was like gonna get stuck there. The thing is, I hate my small town that I grew up in, and I don't hate my reserve. It's more like I don't want to get stuck in that position.
Mm-hmm.
And so anytime I ever had an option to leave or to get out of there, I'd just take it. I wouldn't think twice.
And there's more to life too, right?
Yeah.
You need to go out and explore and stuff. Yeah.
It's not always based on home. Like my late grandmother, she always told me, and my mom, she always told all of us that there's more to life than here. Just because like your elderly people are here doesn't mean you can't build a home somewhere else. So I built a home here in Calgary.
Amazing. And I understand it's home, right? That's where you grew up, but that doesn't mean you can stay there forever, right?
Yeah.
And now you have a place, you have a career, look at you doing so well. And yeah. So is any of your siblings in college now? Are they planning to?
My younger sister's planning to apply for school. And my younger brothers, recently some of them have graduated, moved on to high school. So I'm hoping they continue that path on continuing their education.
I'm sure, when you see someone in front of you doing a good thing, you also want to do that. So I think them looking after you will actually change their mindset and what they want to do with their life. So you did good.
Yeah,
you're doing
I'm
amazing.
hoping.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank
you're
you.
Still 25.
Yeah.
Girl, you're still young.
I know. I know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so you also told me you took cooking classes.
Yeah.
What made you do that?
I was in culinary school.
How did you choose that?
So in high school, I always told my mom, I was like, it's either art school or culinary school. That's the path I'm gonna go on, and that's where I'm gonna go. And so when I first moved here to Calgary, and I met you at Starbucks, I was actually doing schooling at Mount Royal for early education.
Oh, I didn't
So
know that.
my grandma, she wanted me to be a teacher.
Oh.
But so I started working and putting that into motion, and then COVID happened, and then at the same time COVID happened, I told my mom, I sat down with her and I told her, I don't want to be a teacher. This isn't something I want to do. It's more like I feel like I'm trying to follow someone else's dream, like that they want me to be, but I don't want to be I want to be a teacher. And so I told her, if I apply for culinary school, would you support my decision in doing that? And she's like, I'll support in whatever you want to do. Like, it's up to you. It's what you put your mind to. So I applied for culinary school, and I went, and I graduated 2 years ago.
Yeah. 2 years ago? 2022? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. And you started working there, and now you quit.
Yeah. Well, I started
We're in the same boat.
Yeah. In the same boat.
Yeah. Why did we do that?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Now I'm like, should I go back to school?
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. In this economy, it's kind of hard to find a path. It's like we just work to survive. It's not to work to live.
Preach.
Preach. Preach that word.
We're just surviving.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
It's not a living, it's surviving. And it's not fun.
I think we just need to find some sugar daddies.
At this point, I think so.
Because I said it's gonna be so hard to make a living at this point.
Yeah.
So are you gonna go back to school?
I want to.
What do you wanna do?
I don't know yet.
But why do you wanna go back to school?
Cause
What about your modeling career?
I'm gonna stick to it. I'll see where it takes me.
Yeah.
Usually that's what I do is I see where it takes me, and if it's a dead end, then I stop. But with this modeling career, it just seems to keep rolling every
You
year.
can see the role.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, let's talk about your modeling career. So you're going to Paris.
Yes, I'm going to Paris.
Paris.
Okay.
Tell me about that. How did you get that?
So back to the modeling career. I did the show in Saskatchewan in 2017, and they offered me to go to Paris. So me and my mom like saved everything we could, and we went. But then I think it was like a month before the show was gonna happen, they canceled. Everything got canceled. But me and my mom paid for everything already, so we went to Paris anyways on a family trip, just me and her. And then in 2021, my mom's friend Faye was gonna ask my mom to go with her to Paris, but my mom offered me. So I went to Paris with Faye, and I walked with International Indigenous Fashion Week, and I had the time of my life.
Did I see that? I think I saw that.
I think so, yes. Like the video, I'm wearing like a blue two-piece. That was that show.
I think I saw that.
Yes.
I was like, where did this girl go?
Yes, I went to Paris.
Yeah, good for you.
Thank you. And then it was, I didn't think anything of it. Like I didn't think I'd continue. But then I later had an opportunity to join a photo competition. So there was a contest, and if you won first and second place, they were going to take you to Cannes. And I was like, oh my god, I want to go to Cannes.
Really?
Yeah.
Did someone win?
Someone I knew won, but I came in second place, and then they still offered me that to go. I just had to pay for my plane ticket.
Is it the law?
No.
Then go.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I went last year.
You did?
Yes, during the film festival.
I think that's the one I saw, not the other one.
I think so. So I went to Cannes Film Festival.
No.
Yeah, I did a fashion show up there with the same company, with the same people that took me to Paris. And then I later got asked to do a show last year. I think it was in November. I got asked to do a show in Edmonton. And so I went just because they were like, I like your story, they liked everything about me to represent their brand. And so I was like, okay, like I just looked at it as like, oh, another opportunity. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I went, and I had to leave early. So like I finished the show, but I didn't get to stay for the whole thing. I left early, and as I got home, I got a phone call from Amanda, and she's like, hey, you're gonna get another phone call. And I was like, another phone call? Why? And she's like, there was actually scouts at that show, and they wanted your information. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then the next day, I got a phone call from China International. They're located in Edmonton, and they wanted to sign me on as a model for them.
Oh, that's how you sign up with
Yeah.
them?
So I got scouted, I went for an interview, and then I signed on with them, and I started doing my acting and modeling classes. And then now I'm part of their company. Now I'm signed to China International.
I love that. Oh, so that's how you actually sign up with them. You did not go looking for
No,
them.
they looked for me.
I love that. It's easier to get a job like that. when
Yeah.
they look for you.
Yeah, and so I was amazed because a lot of the models that I got to know through this journey, they were always talking about like, I'm gonna wait for my big break. I can't wait for my big break. And I was always wondering, what's this big break that they're talking about? And then when they found out that I got asked to be part of this company, they're like, that is the big break. This is where like the ball starts moving for you, because you start to pick up jobs. They start to help you and you help them. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but okay.
That's the beginning.
Yeah.
The beginning of good things. Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
And you say you're doing acting career. I know we talked about that. Go. Don't be discouraged.
I won't. I will try not to be.
Acting, getting a role is the hardest part. But
Yeah.
once you get one,
It just starts rolling.
you start getting
It's a snowball effect.
You can even start with background work. Not bad. It's minimum wage, but I mean, if they know you, like if the director see you and they like you, they call you, just like how you get your agency. Because I tried to do the acting too, right? But just like
You never know. You never know. Maybe they'll call you.
No, but seriously, if you like have to pay bills, a lot of bills, that means you have to work 9 to 5. You sincerely have no time.
Yeah, that's true.
You like have no time. I remember my agent when they used to go like, hey, these people need you tomorrow. I'm like, I have all tomorrow. Because you know, the money from those people from acting and stuff, they take long. Like they don't come to bi-weekly, like like 9 to 5. So
like when we're done the project, you will get paid.
You will get paid. Like no, I need them now.
I need the bills.
So you have to choose between: do you want to get paid now, or do you want to like pursue the acting career and be broke?
I'd rather be broke and try.
I love that. I love that for you.
Thank you.
But you're doing good.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I honestly didn't see myself getting this far in what I'm doing, and it's been a journey. Been making a lot of friends through on my way, and I think it's just my mom always tells me if you put your mind to something and you keep like following it, no matter how discouraged it is or how hard to succeed is, you'll make it out in the end. So like when I got offered to go to Paris, I just told her like straight, I just like not this offer, but the first time I got offered, I was like, I don't have the money to go to Paris. I can't just leave my job with them knowing 1 week before I leave. I was like, I can't do this. And she's like, just go. I'll pay for everything. I'll get you there.
Who said that?
My mom.
Oh.
My mom is the one that always pushes me.
Oh my god, she's so supportive.
She like, I feel that everything I succeed in, it's a dream for her coming true because she was a mom at a young age, like 16, starting her motherhood at 16, and she's like, what now? I think she just turned 45 this year.
So young.
I know.
Maybe that's her dream, and she's making you like pursue it, like.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I was always told like some of my aunties would always be like, she's so skinny, she should model. I'm like, oh, why do you always have to say that?
Always do that.
I know.
And for me, they're like, she's so tall. You should go model.
I know.
Anyone can be a model. You don't have to be skinny or tall.
I know.
If you feel
exactly.
like,
if you have that confidence,
yeah. If you feel like I can't walk. For me, I cannot. I don't know how to walk in heels. I can never do that. I'll rather do like is there another different kind of modeling? the one where you just put on clothes and jewelry and take pictures.
Like cover modeling, like just photo model.
Yeah, something like that. Not walking, cause
you could probably do like they call it a catalog, where sometimes they have models standing in just one spot, and you just like pose every now and then. And
that one
like,
I'll be very good.
Perfect. Get her on a pedestal and just get her some nice clothes and pose. Let people look at her like she's.
That's the goddess. I'll do that, but tell me to walk. Oh my god. That's so embarrassing.
I know. When I went to Paris for the first time, and they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be good." I was so nervous, and I remember looking back at all my photos, and I was like, "Oh, I could have done better." My hands. What am I doing with my hands? What am I doing with my face? Oh my god. So then, like after that, it was like a real awakening to me that there were so many things you had to work on before you actually do stuff like this. So now that I do other shows, I'm like, I feel more confident after doing my classes, and I do workshops with some of these models, and it's like uplifting when you do a workshop with them, because then you get to walk the same show with them, and you know that you feel like you're in a comfortable space, because then they're like they were the ones that uplifted you from that spot where you're like, I can't do this, but they're there to help you, and you're there to help them. And so that's why I enjoy doing these shows.
Yeah, you're getting trainings and stuff. Do you like get gifts?
Yeah, sometimes the designers will give you something nice.
Because I hear one celebrity say like, once you get up there, you start getting free stuff. But once you're broke, no one really cares. No, but seriously, why do they wait until like you have something? You have your own money, you can buy anything, right? That's when they start giving you gifts. But here we're struggling like to get this brand.
I want this brand.
But I cannot afford.
Yeah.
They don't even see her as this brand, people. Oh my god. Next, you're going to Paris.
Yes. I'm going to Paris in September.
You're going to walk.
Yes. I don't know too much. I have a meeting with the IIFW, and they'll give me more information about what's going to happen, how is it going to go down. and what they expect from me and what I expect from them.
Keep me updated.
I will.
Oh my god, I want to know where you're going.
I know, my mom was like, I'm coming with you this time. I was like, please.
Please do.
Because it's kind of ironic because I was supposed to go with my mom in 2017 to Paris for a fashion show. But then I went in 2021 by myself without my mom. And now it's 2024 and I'm going to go with my mom to Paris this time.
So it's modeling like your dream job?
Yeah, like I would love to make a living out of this. I would love it, but it's not a possibility unless it's offered. Unless you continue to work and to find and network with a lot of people to make it possible.
Are you networking?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm really trying.
I know you don't go out.
I don't go out, but I'm on my phone constantly because I'm trying to like make myself available, but also to like keep in touch with everybody that's trying behind the scenes trying to make things work.
You're getting your citizenship too.
Yes, I'm working on dual citizenship with the US. So I'm hoping everything will fall into place.
You know, a lot of people don't know about this. Tell them you can get it.
Yes.
Tell them how.
Okay.
Tell them why.
Okay. So since I am a status Indigenous person, it is written within our treaty rights to be able to have dual citizenship with the US, within the US, underneath the J Treaty. The J Treaty is pretty much allows us to be able to cross the border with our status card. We don't need our passports, we don't need anything like that. We just need a status card. And we just show that at the border and they'll let us through. So with this new being dual citizen, I would have to have a bunch of information based off of my ethnicity, my background. So I have to get a letter from my band stating that I'm more than 50% Indigenous. And that...
Are you?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I have to get like a new status card. Mine's been expired, but the number on status cards never expire. It's just the card itself expires. And I needed a blood quantum letter. So I didn't know that in the States.
A blood quantum?
Yeah, in the States, I didn't know they doc you or like document you based off of your percentage of Indigenous through blood quantum.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Is that in Canada too?
No.
Or just
in
the States?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So in the States, a blood quantum letter technically is a letter from your reserve. They do a background check on you. They'll go from your parents, they check how much of a percentage they are, and then they go back to your grandparents and see how much of a percentage your grandparents are, and then they add it up to you to see how far or like how much of a percentage of an Indigenous person you are. And I didn't know that was a thing until I met like some of these Indigenous people out in Cairns. I got to know some of them and they're like, well, do you know what a blood quantum is? And I was like, what's that? I was like, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
And then it's never been a topic until like recently my mom too was like, yeah, in the States they measure blood by blood quantum. And I was like, what is a blood quantum? I was like, I've never looked into it and I've never searched it up. Please do explain it to me. And she like explained it to me and I was like, I was baffled. I was literally like, I didn't know people like measure your ethnicity.
But is that a good thing? Because you can just present your card and they know you're like Indigenous.
Yeah, you could.
That's more easier.
Yeah, I think it's more easier based on in Canada because it's like we don't go by those laws. But in the States, it must be harder because they really look back at everything and they're like, oh, you're not 50% Indigenous, we can't give you this access. Like that's how it is in the States.
Wow, that means if you're mixed, it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be very hard.
Oh, that's crazy. Why they make everything complicated?
I don't know.
But I hope you get it because that will open more doors.
Yes, and that's like what I'm looking into is giving myself more leeway in being out there. So with this dual citizenship, I'm hoping that it'll open more doors for me being a dual citizen and being from Canada. And so I'm hoping more doors will open for me and this will just keep snowballing into something bigger.
I should give you your credits. You're doing amazing. You're still 25.
Thank you.
You got it, girl.
I know, I'm like, big dreams, big dreams. And then I'll always remember who's had my back in the beginning. Like you.
Yes.
It started.
Once you're famous.
Yeah. Once I'm famous.
Come back here.
Of course.
Don't abandon me. Like,
Not even.
I don't know her.
I won't come by. I'll invite you. I'll be like, come here. Let's do this show.
Let's do it.
Let's do another podcast.
Now we have more to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
This will be my safe place to come
Let's
update
do
you.
it.
Update you and everything.
Be comfortable.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yes, that's
Your
you.
big sister.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. Krista.
Yes.
Angeline.
Yes.
Proud.
Karan.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining me. I appreciate it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.